Hi there, my name is Courtney. This is my dog Hank. And I am normally online with my Pilates videos for humans, but today I am online with my dog Hank and we are going to be discussing medial patellar luxation. He was diagnosed a year ago in his left knee. And when we were diagnosed, we knew nothing about it, but there's plenty online. There's a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of research from different vets and whatnot, different methodologies, whether you go through surgery, go through rehab, chiropractic care, water, hydrotherapy. So there's a lot out there, but it's hard to know which avenue to take. And so I thought we would just start a little video series on Hank here and see where we take it. Today is April 25th, 2015, and he is 3 years old. He is a golden doodle, a petite golden doodle, and he's 21 pounds. So, and like I said, he was diagnosed in his left knee. His right leg is completely fine, and we're talking about his hind legs. That's where the kneecaps are, with medial patellar luxation. And basically what that means is his kneecap turns inside his knee joint. It actually leaves the knee joint and pulls inside of his leg. And we went to a surgeon yesterday, and I got a great bundle of information that I'm going to share with you. And just so you know, I am not an expert. I'm just sharing the information I have received from my surgeon the way I heard it to you. So take it as you will, and please be sure to see your own specialist for your answers as well. But basically, Hank was diagnosed with a grade 3. And like I said, there's plenty of information online. So go ahead and look up the different grades, the different levels of luxations. And he's a 3 out of 4, okay? And when I first heard that a year ago, I was very nervous thinking, oh my gosh, he's almost to the worst, 3 out of 4. And then I took a deep breath and did some research and the question in my mind was, well, when will he be a 4? How long do we have until he's a 4? And our surgeon gave us a great answer to that. He said, typically if your dog is full grown and they're at a stage 1, 2, 3, or 4, whatever they're at, they're pretty much going to stay at that stage. They probably won't progress to a new stage unless they're a puppy and they're still growing, right? So he's full grown. He's 3 years old. He's full grown. So he will most likely, according to my surgeon yesterday, will stay at a stage 3 or a grade 3 his entire life. Now, with that said, that doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, we're fine, we should just leave him as he is, because his knee is very unstable. Being that his kneecap rides in and out of the joint makes his knee very unstable for his ligaments. So you may have heard of an ACL. A lot of sports injuries in humans, we get ACL tears. Dogs can get the same thing. And so as he's running and jumping around, if he takes one wrong leap or turn and twists and rips his ACL, that's a very complicated surgery in humans and in dogs. So therefore, it would be 2 surgeries now instead of 1. Obviously, it would be the luxating patella, number 1, which is a pretty tried and true surgery. It sounds like the benefits are great compared to the risks. But the ACL surgery is a little bit more complicated. So basically, you want to be able to prevent an ACL tear. And from this surgeon's point of view, the patellar luxation surgery would prevent an ACL tear. Will we know if Hank will tear his ACL in a week, in a year, in 5 years? No. But will he tear it in his lifetime? Most likely, yes. So it's kind of a gamble whether or not we do surgery. And when we do surgery, right? The younger they are, the better they are to rehab and recover that strength. He hasn't lost a ton of muscle mass in his left leg yet. It's a little bit atrophied compared to his right leg, but not enough where it's a red flag that we should really get into surgery right away. So basically, why are we here? We are here because we are on the fence. We don't know our next steps, and we won't know probably for a little bit. We're going to keep an eye on him. It's been a year since we've been diagnosed, and we've gone to chiropractors, and we've gone to physical therapists, we've gone to regular vets, we've gone to orthopedic surgeons. So we've definitely done our research, and that's why I'm here to share it with you today. And basically, every vet and surgeon and whoever specialist, has said that we are on the fence with Hank. He is a level 3, and he does all of his activities just fine, right? He plays, he's full of energy, he can jump up and down, go up and down stairs. However, when he does his activities, is he doing them to his full potential? No. okay, not if that knee was good. For instance, you may have noticed your dog having a little bunny hop where when they walk or run, their two back legs go together. That's a strong indication of a patellar luxation, right? Because they don't want to use, in Hank's case, he doesn't want to use his left leg to push off because it doesn't have the power. He wants to use both legs to help that push off. So that's why they give that little bunny hop, right? And if he were in pain or if it was sore, he'd do a little skip. When he climbs up the stairs, he goes very slow, which I'll show you in a little snippet there. He goes very slow up the stairs, and you can even see how his back left knee turns in as he goes up. And what I learned from our surgeon yesterday is when Hank bends his kneecap turns in. When Hank straightens his leg, his kneecap pops back into the socket. So, and if you think about all the movements throughout the day, he's bending and straightening all the time, walking, running, up and down stairs. So his luxation is happening multiple times a day. And so kind of rubbing wrong on that joint. And that's why we're just looking into possibly following through with surgery just so we can get that alignment corrected and save his ACL, save his knee joint. So anyway, like I said, he's a very active dog. The average individual would not notice that he had anything wrong with his gait or with his kneecap. But being that I'm in the movement field myself, I noticed it right away when he was a puppy. And so I'm glad I did. So now we can just watch it. And like I said, I'm going to keep posting throughout, maybe it's another year before we get surgery. Maybe it's next week. I don't know. But I'll keep posting and so that you can see a true life example of a dog who has the luxating patella, who is kind of on the fence. We could, walk away from the surgeon's office and say, we're never doing surgery on this dog. He's going to live his life without surgery. And, he'll probably live a great life. He'll probably live long. He will become more lame. And there's two different types of lameness, which I want to discuss really quick. There's a mechanical lameness and there is a painful lameness. And this is also from the surgeon yesterday, right? A mechanical lameness is when the knee joint doesn't work properly and they don't get the power, they don't get the action that they would if the kneecap was aligned properly and they were able to use it to the full potential. And that is what Hank has, okay? Then there's a painful lameness where the dog doesn't want to move or do its activities normally as it would because it's in pain. Now, if there's a painful lameness, the surgeon does recommend surgery. If it's a mechanical lameness and it's not really bothering the dog, it just slows the dog down, as you could see when Hank was going up the stairs, or maybe jumping up on a bed. Maybe they're not jumping up anymore. And so where it gets to be a problem is where that mechanical lameness prevents them from doing what they normally would do, okay? And it's also a problem if the painful lameness prevents them from doing what they normally would do. And that's when you want to start to ask yourself if surgery is the better option. So, and like I said, we tried chiropractic care. Chiropractic care was great for overall health. Hank loved his sessions. They did little back adjustments, hip adjustments, and he just melted every time and he loved them. Did it change his luxation? Probably not. I didn't notice it. Maybe a specialist would have noticed it more, but I didn't notice it. But in overall health, I think it was a good thing to do. We really enjoyed the sessions. Physical therapy is great. I really recommend physical therapy, especially before and after surgery. He has a pretty prominent pull on his kneecap, so the amount of stretches and strengthening exercises that we do probably will never pull that kneecap back into alignment for good. So anyway, I'm going to stop babbling on right now, and we're just going to kind of watch Hank, and I'll check back in periodically with little short videos and see where he's at. And so I can kind of see for myself how he's progressed, and you can see, whether it's a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, maybe 5 years from now, this video is out there. You can see what happens in a dog as they progress and live life with this medial patellar luxation. And like I said, we're on the fence whether or not to do surgery. If you guys have any comments or advice for me, I would really appreciate it. And if we do decide to go through surgery, you bet I'll be out here with videos the whole time, just kind of showing his progress through some of the rehab that we do if we do it. And yeah, stay tuned, stick with me, and I hope we can all help each other out because our doggies are very much worth it. Thank you so much and have a great day.